Hi guys, so today I have come to the rehearsals for Into the Woods, which is coming to the Cockpit Theatre in June, and I'm going to have a chat with some of the cast and find out what it's all about, so come with me.
Hello, my name is Abigail Carter-Simpson and I'm playing Cinderella. Blessed I can. Have you started?
Yeah. Press start. My name's Jo Wickham. I'm playing the baker's wife. What was the other question?
It?
Okay.
What's it said? This production is really quite innovative. Is that the right word? Innovative. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Can I start that again?
Yeah.
It's the story of like a bunch of fairy tales mixed into one. So a lot of stuff happens like outside of the woods, and basically a few characters, Little Red, the baker, Cinderella, Rapunzel, and Jack, set into the woods, each on different journeys, and they all end up interwoven. And the first act is just about like those fairy tales coming true and things happening, and then the second act is all about the repercussions of everyone getting their wish and how things don't often work out as well as they should after a fairy tale.
It's the responsibility of how one action that you make
can affect everything else.
Yeah.
The woods really do mean life, and in life you have lots of challenges, lots of bad things happen, lots of wonderful things happen, and it's about how you deal with those things.
It's about all of these characters. It's based on fairy tale characters. They're all going into the woods to get what they want, what they think that they want, things that they think will make them happy. And then in Act 2, they realise that the things that they wanted so much, the things that they think will make them happy, have not made them happy at all.
And it's just so interesting how there'll be characters that you think you know from fairy tales, but then the way they interact in the show with each other is nothing that you would expect. It's all so different, and they're all incredibly selfish in different ways. And I think it just takes them a little while to learn that they should really help each other, and they'd get things done much faster.
And it's about ambition and want and desire, and what happens if you get the things that you spent all your life waiting for, and do you actually still want it anymore, and does it fix all of your problems?
There is abandonment, abuse, reunion, wishes, what you wish for, reality, authenticity, violence, the world, lots of different perspectives, and of course sometimes great wit and beautiful music, so not to be missed.
So we originally did this production in 2014 at the Rose and Crown Theatre in Walthamstow, and I think it was my fourth show working for Aaron Klingham and Andrew Yon at All Star Productions, and originally they asked me if I would like to be in it as well and play the baker, and I said absolutely not, because Into the Woods is my favourite show of all time, and because I had a new vision for the show and I wanted it to reflect today's society, because I think it is really relevant to today, actually, the story about losing things and wanting things. And so in 2014, because I invested so much of the vision basing the characters on TV reality TV types, like Jeremy Kyle, Made in Chelsea, The Only Way is Essex, it was too much of it would have been too much of a challenge, I think, to be a director and an actor within it. But amazingly, when we did it in 2014, we had really positive feedback from the audiences. We got some amazing reviews. So it's one of those cases where now, knowing that the vision worked, I was able to then look at the potential of me maybe being in it and playing the baker, and I've waited 28 years to play the baker. So
It's magical, but magical in reality, which is quite exciting and quite wonderful, I think.
The wicked stepsisters and the stepmother are kind of Towie, and we've got all these kind of references to modern pop culture.
Yeah, and to modern desires, I suppose, and to modern celebrity culture, and wanting those things. So wanting the modern idea of money and power and celebrity and what that sort of feels like.
Because of the way the world is at the moment, it's sort of entered a darker kind of vein, and it's really tapped into those Britain fairy tales. No sparing of blood.
I think always before it's been done very traditionally. With this one, Tim's very cleverly brought it up to date, so all of the characters are modern day representations. As Ashley said, his character, the wolf, is sort of paedophile, preying character.
Mary was the original Rapunzel.
Yes, many years ago. What's lovely about this production being a more intimate space is that I think the audience can actually feel much more part of the story, perhaps, than when they're seeing it in a proscenium situation.
I think that the comedy originally came from the fact that you had, you know, Cinderella kind of running from the prince and then talking to the audience about why she's doing it, or you know, Jack climbing the beanstalk and there being reasons why he went back up 3 times to get, you know, the harp or the hen and stuff. Whereas in this production, we've tried to find the comedy in that kind of the modern day desires that people actually want, I think, and that's where the comedy comes from. So I feel it's a bit more relatable maybe than other productions.
And very British. Obviously, there's very different versions of, obviously sometimes you get American versions and things, and this feels very they're all British characters, but from all over Britain. So the idea is that you sort of feel like these are people who exist all over the country, and they all have these sort of similar desires to want to better themselves, to want to have more.
Also, the great thing about this production in 2018, which we didn't do in 2014, is it's in the round.
Yes.
I should say square. It's more of a square at the Cockpit Theatre, but the audiences are on all 4 sides, so it's really exciting and quite liberating.
You do feel like you're in the woods. You can run around, you can play. I think what you said as well about kind of we are living in quite dark times, you know, everything that's going on in the news. I think more than ever, people of the younger generation are more involved in the news and what's going on, and it's kind of, this show is joining a fantastic piece of musical theatre which is so well thought out and so clever, with kind of the messages that are being brought to us today through news, media, all that kind of stuff.
And you will find something of yourself, hopefully, in at least one of the kind of set of characters, whether it's, you know, the baker and his wife or even the witch and stuff. There's kind of someone there for everyone.
It's got a lot of regional accent, a lot of today's slang, you know, different kinds of dance moves and dance crazes of today. So it's really different to what anybody will have seen before, which, in my opinion, makes it really stand out.
And we've got an amazing cast, and I feel really privileged and lucky to have them all involved in the project.
Come and see Into the Woods at Cockpit Theatre, 23rd of May to the 24th of June. #Woods 2018.
It's a lot about regret as well. I do lots of regrets.
You got any regrets in your
Doing
life?
this show.
Doing this show, yeah.
No joking,
So
come
have
see
I.
it, come see it.
Talk to
It's
the
going to be
director.
great.